Good morning, world.
Good morning. Well, I'm excited today because we're going to review a song. But before we do that, Joe's at it again.
I used to drive a truck. It's a long story. Anyway, it's getting hard. And I thought I was going to get to drive one of these suckers today. But anyway, it's another story, too.
He did not used to drive a truck because Corn Pop drove the truck. Why would he tell that lie? He knows it was Corn Pop. You guys stay tuned. I'm Cedric.
And I'm Brian, and this is Cedric and Brian. All right, so he's a dog-faced lion pony soldier.
And Corn Pop drove the truck while the young kids were rubbing his legs underneath when he was doing... Joe did a lot of things.
He did. He was a man of the people. You know, he's been living off of the people for, 48 years? I think he got his job, in center or something when he was in his 20s.
29, I think.
So he's never made an honest buck. All his money comes from us.
But you know what sucks?
Especially those Delaware people who voted him in. Idiots.
The thing that I hate about those is that the rest of us, we have to be prepared.
Are you prepared?
Like Brian says, are you prepared? Do you have enough food, water, and other essentials to get you through tough times? If not, check out My Patriot Supply. They're the nation's #1 preparedness company, and they've served millions of American families just like yours. Right now, you can save 25% off their popular 4-week emergency food kit, which will keep you well fed for 4 weeks worth of breakfast, lunch, dinner, drinks, and snacks, totaling over 2,000 calories a day. This food stays fresh for up to 25 years in proper storage, so it will be there when you need it. In fact, you may need it a lot sooner than that.
So don't wait. Go to www.preparewithcedricandbrian.com. That's www.preparewithcedricandbrian.com. Thanks for putting up with our ad. We appreciate it. If every one of you just goes out and buys it, then we'll come up with a different product.
Oh, we should be getting some more stuff that we're going to be marketing soon.
Yeah, we've got to go over that. All right, so We the People by Kid Rock. You asked for it, so we're going to do it. And you haven't seen it yet, right?
I haven't seen it yet, but we're doing Kid Rock.
Kid Rock, yeah, okay. Give your disclaimer. We know we need a
those of you
disclaimer.
who know Kid Rock, there are going to be some words that are going to be shared. There are going to be some F-bombs, some S-bombs, and bombs we haven't even heard of yet. If that offends you, turn the channel now because we're going to get hatred from people for censoring it. And we don't get hatred from those of you who don't like the potty mouth language. So this is your warning.
We're not censoring. So
yeah, I have a quick question.
Cover your ears.
I have a quick question. Do some of you respond in the comment section? Do you respond to the video as you're watching it, as if we're doing it live? Because sometimes people will respond and say...
some people will go in the comments while they're watching it.
Yeah, but then 5 minutes later we address what we said and they go, oh, never mind, you guys already addressed it.
It's all right.
Okay.
We'll do some live stuff. That way we can actually answer back.
Yeah.
We just have to, we both have other jobs.
We can answer back and holla back. Holla back. Whoop, whoop. Holla back. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right. I'm not going to quit my day job. Anyway, We the Peoples.
You ready?
If it's people, it's one. If it's peoples, it's two.
Oh, I like that beat.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you!
All right off the bat, we warned you. There it is. So if you've made it this far, you can watch the rest.
Right.
Because it's just going to be
That's
more
the
of that.
harshest way. I love the guitar.
I dug that intro beat. All right.
People, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your...
Wait a minute. Is that him on the drums?
I think so.
Is he doing the beats there?
This is going to irritate the people if you stop it every 5 seconds.
Wait, I got to look at that again.
I think it was superimposed.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills, now a whole generation's mentally ill. Man, fuck about
Okay, so this is in the news. They said close the borders.
Mm-hmm.
There are now 8,000, I think, people a day coming across the border.
It's more than that.
They said it was 1,000 back, when they were, when Trump was in there. Oh, it was terrible. And now Biden wants to repeal the act that kept him out because of COVID,
Right.
which he's not enforcing anyway. They're just shipping him off to Kentucky and some other states. Mm-hmm. So it's ridiculous that we talk about, they're mad because you're racist if you want to close the border, but then they're mad if people don't get vaccinated, yet they're not checking to see if any of these people coming to the border are vaccinated.
One of our
And most of them
subscribers, a long time ago, one of our subscribers said that the reason that the people who come to the border aren't being vaccinated is because they're not held to the USA laws or something.
It's all
it's all BS.
Nonsense.
And then they can sue Big Pharma. Like, from what I understand, no one can sue Big Pharma anyway, no matter what they come down with. But that was the reason why. But like, we literally have droves of people coming over. But don't fear, Kamala's down there taking care of, because she's the border czar, so she's taking care of all that.
You ready?
Yeah.
It's coming to town. We gotta act quick, shut our borders down. Joe Biden does, the media embraces. Big Dot does it, and they call them racist. We the people. Let's go, Brandon. We the people. Let's go, Brandon. We the people. Let's go, Brandon. We the people. Fuck Facebook. Fuck Twitter too. And the mainstream media. Fuck you too. Yeah, you.
I like that. FNN,
Yes.
Fake News Network.
Fake News Network.
The reason we have to stop every once in a while, I know I was getting into the song too, but if we just play it outright, they're just going to take it off of our channel.
Well, I liked what he said. There was a lyric that he said earlier. He says, "But COVID's near, it's coming to town." That's an old Christmas song. What's it? Coming to town?
Santa Claus?
Yeah, Santa Claus is coming to town. But now COVID's coming to town, so we gotta get ready. Better not fear. You better not pout. You better. COVID is coming to town. Okay, go ahead.
You too. Yeah, you. Inflation's up like the minimum wage, so it's all the same. Ain't a damn thing changed.
It's gonna irritate me. I like that little graphic there. It said inflation's up.
Like the
Like
minimum
minimum
wage.
wage.
I know.
It's like something's not equal. Inflation's going with a 40%, it's the highest it's been in forever. And then you get your cost of living raise, which is what, 2 or 3%, but everything's going up at 12, 13% a year. Eventually, you're gonna have more money than you have a month.
Well, for those of you old like us, John Majunkin, you remember the Carter days, and it just seems like we're on repeat.
Yeah.
It's a repeat. Gas stuff and inflation. It's like Jimmy Carter's back.
Inflation's up like the minimum wage, so it's all the same. Ain't a damn thing changed. You piece of shit. I don't see color. Black lives matter. No shit, motherfucker.
Well, he says all the time.
You know what? And I forget who it was. A subscriber called me out on that because we say that a lot on this channel. It's like, all lives matter. But if you think about it, and this subscriber, that's why we learn from you guys. That's why I appreciate the comments. The subscriber said when you say all lives matter, you're playing to this BS. He says, like Kid Rock says, he says, when people say Black Lives Matter, saying,
No
no,
shit.
yeah. No one goes around saying puppies' lives matter. No one's going to say no babies' lives matter.
Yep.
Why would you even say that? Because, and like I always say, in order for you to say that, there has to be a group of people out there who are saying the exact opposite. And no one's saying that.
Right. Not to mention the organization. Anyways, we know it's just a big money laundering thing to fill the pockets of
There are still
organizers.
people. I have friends, and they're white.
Are they still giving money to it?
I'll still give them money to it, but they're still. One of my friends said, Cedric, why don't you talk to someone who belongs to BLM and find out what they're all about? I said, I can't find anyone. I can't find anyone. I said, if someone could please tell me where the millions and millions of dollars that were raised, where they went to help black people.
Go look up in the Hollywood Hills. You can find Patrice Cullors, even though she's not with them anymore. Maybe you can
I just can't find
get
them.
through her security.
Yeah.
I don't see color. Black lives matter. No shit, motherfucker. But we gotta keep fighting for the right to be free. And every human being doesn't have to agree. We all bleed red, brother, listen to me. It's time for love and unity. We the people. Let's go red. We the people. Let's go red. We the people. Let's go red. We the people. Fuck CNN. Fuck TMZ. And you social media trolls, y'all can suck on these nuts. That's what's up. Ha ha.
I like that clip a while back at the because these gas prices are going up, and again, it's not just a California thing; it's a USA thing. It's not affecting the elites, but it's really affecting the blue collar people.
Yeah, exactly. And that's because all this stuff is run by the elites.
Right.
The media. It's all these people in their ivory towers. Again, it's like, you can, like the latest thing. They're pushing now, especially in California, for electric cars. Well, you can just go buy an electric car and you'll save, what did Joe Biden say? You'll save $80 a month?
Yeah.
Even if it's he might even said $800 a month. Whatever it is, I think it was 80, you say, whoa, $80 a month. But guess what? An electric car is on average $10,000 more than a gas car.
Yeah. So you can't afford the gas. You're still going to pay for the gas, but go out and buy a Tesla that costs $60,000.
Yeah.
So
or even if you
that's what
buy
makes sense.
a Volt or something that's cheaper, it still costs more.
Yeah. We learned a lot during COVID, going back to the blue collar people. We always talk about things not being racist, but being socioeconomic. COVID really didn't affect white collar people. Because they could work from home.
Yeah.
They could telecommute. People like you, people who had to like show up, are hairstylists, servers, who actually to physically go to a job. Yeah. That's who it hurt.
Yeah. They got affected the most, either by exposing themselves to COVID, if they were worried about that, or the fact that they couldn't go and they couldn't get their paycheck.
Right.
Or their industry shut down.
Form a more perfect union. Do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
And they go back, not because they're pretty, but I wonder if anyone has any statistics out there. The Let's Go Brandon apparel. I wonder how much that's sold now.
I don't know.
Because I have 5 of them.
Well, because they didn't. It wasn't. I don't think anybody copywrote it, so anybody could sell it.
Could you imagine that? And you can tell when people have a disdain for people. And I just realized this past weekend. Like my parents, I do it too, and I've heard other conservative people do it. Kamala Harris. We had to learn it was Kamala Harris, but some people call it Kamala. When you have disdain for someone, you intentionally mispronounce their name. So I know a lot of conservative people do, which I'm not mad about. It is what it is. Kamala.
I think Matt Walsh does it all the time.
Yeah,
and he knows
all the time.
Matt.
But when I listen to my parents talk about the president they hated in the '80s, they still refer to Ronald as Reagan. They will not say Reagan.
They didn't like Ronnie, huh?
They didn't like Reaganomics for some reason. Yeah. And if something happened where my parents had 2 pensions and Ryan said, no, they're double dipping now, so let's cut one off, which was fair to all the people. Mm-hmm. But like most people do, they take it personally. It's like, well, now we hate Reagan. And I said, Mom, it's Reagan. Yeah, Reagan. I'm like, anyway. Names important.
There's a lot of birds flying.
And I like that. That was just that's another classic Kid Rock anthem.
Yeah.
We the people.
Yeah.
We got to take a stand. I love the interview he did with Tucker Carlson. It was great.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, he did. Yeah, the sit down.
yeah.
Tucker Carlson, he cracks me up because that laugh of Tucker, you can just see he was probably the biggest nerd in school.
Yeah, that laugh like that.
Tucker, did you get picked on, Tucker?
We want to be on Tucker's show. Don't make fun of Tucker.
I like Tucker. I like Tucker Carlson.
I love the song by Kid Rock because it talks about one thing that we always talk about: love and unity. And as you can see by the group of people that he had in this video, black, male, female, Asian, doesn't matter who you are. We want what's right for the people. So let's stop making government so big and give this country back to the people the way it belongs. And
We the people, right
talked
here.
about the Constitution there.
Yeah. Go ahead and talk. I'm just going to read this.
No, I did this. I'm just gonna talk. But if you listen to Kid Rock, he's just a normal guy. He talks how he doesn't go out of the country. He says his passport doesn't get too much use. There aren't too many stamps on that because he goes, "Why should I go to another country when everything that I need to do is right here?" And it's been a long time since he's come out west here to Cali.
Well, and he won't do. He's touring right now, but he will only tour where there's no vax mandates.
Yeah.
So Cali was the first one he said off the list, probably.
Yeah.
Now things are opening up, so maybe we'll see him, or I can go. I mean, he has his honky tonk in Nashville on Broadway. Kid Rock. They have great music in there.
Yes.
But I think everybody should travel. And a Kid Rock already knows, because obviously he used to travel. He used to go with the troops, I believe. Mm-hmm. People on the left need to travel because they're the ones who think that all these other countries are so much better than the United States. But they're the ones who don't leave. And the ones that do are, again, like you said, the elites. It doesn't matter where they go. They're not going to experience any of the culture because they're going to be in the Trump Towers, wherever they like they'd stay in Trump Tower. They're going to be in those, Four Seasons, whatever country they're in. They don't know what the common and average person is.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, like to just see Peppermint Patty. She's going to go work for CNN now.
That's another
MSNBC.
but that's another name that gets mispronounced intentionally, like Pasaki.
I know Andrew Clayman. I love how he always uses Pasaki. Says the Panoos.
Well, we were talking about this past weekend about not only gas prices but the cost of everything going up. And again, talking about this, we live in California, Southern California, and not too far from us is San Diego and Chula Vista. There are a lot of Americans who are going across the border to Mexico to buy. At first, it used to be like your pharmaceutical stuff, your drugs, but now people are going across to get dental work done. So you take getting a molar or something filled like that, it could cost $7,500 over here. You can get it done over there for like $2,000 or $2,500.
Well, what people don't know, and so they'll just take trips down to Mexico, is there are a lot of doctors here that will work cash prices with you. You just have to find them, and you just tell them, please don't put this through insurance because I know the insurance rates are higher. And doctors are allowed, if it's a cash price and they work that out, they can charge you less legally. People used to think that they couldn't, but they can because they can write it off as that the administration fee they don't have to now charge you because it takes extra people to run that through insurance companies. So you can find people that will do stuff for you for a cash price that will save you money. They don't like to do it because they get so much more money from the insurance companies. But if you find a good doctor who's not just greedy, they do exist in the United States, and you don't have to take that chance of going across the border. But I know a lot of people do that. I know especially for plastic surgery, people go over there. But then you'll see if something does go wrong, a lot of times they don't have the facilities to help in emergencies. Dental work, you're probably okay. But again, I think you talked to our friend Kim. She told you about people who would go do that, and then they'd have to come and get fixed here. So it ends up costing them more. So, for those of you that have family in Mexico and you can go there and you have a doctor that great. But if you're going down there and just kind of rolling the dice because you think you're going to save some money, first see if you can find a doctor in your community that's willing to do cash prices for you.
Yeah. I know Brian will do things for cash. I'm not saying he's freaky, but hey, $20 is $20. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
Wow.
You told me to try and be funny here.
At my expense? No,
yes, at your expense. But if you live in Southern California, you go across the border. Now, I know this from my college days when me and my buddies would go across the border into
Just
Tijuana.
take a shot first.
Right? Definitely take a shot first. Dress down. Do not go over there wearing any jewelry, any watches. And what a lot of people do, park in the United States side and then walk over to the other side if you need be. Be safe. Don't go over there wearing your watches and your jewelry and your fancy car because you could end up missing.
And then whatever you do, don't get drunk, get into a federale car thinking it's a cab and say, take me to the border.
Oh, jeez.
Right, Mike?
Oh,
You know who
jeez.
you are.
Oh, jeez. And do not go to any shows involving any donkeys. It's bad.
Some people like it.
Should we do a comment? Do we have time?
I'm going to read a comment because I forgot to address this weeks ago when we did Tom McDonald in God We Trust. Yeah, it kind of goes with We the People we just did. God We Trust, We the
Yep.
People. All right, so I made the mistake when Cedric brought up Nirvana. I said, yeah, the Vikings. I know the Vikings. It was Valhalla. And I should know that because I watched Vikings Valhalla. I also I had a roommate who was a coach for Valhalla High School.
Okay.
They were the Vikings.
Okay.
So, yes, thank you. So this one from Jack Greenlee, and Jack, you weren't the only one to say this. So Jack said, the Vikings weren't going to Nirvana, they were going to Valhalla.
I think Jack is one of
Yeah,
500.
one of 500. You know what? That's how we get people to comment. I purposely say the wrong thing, so you have to correct me.
Yep, now
Just
you
like
know.
the Brian is wrong hashtag that we haven't seen in a while.
Well, we can chance to put it up now.
I know, that should have been it. I'm surprised Cedric didn't bring that up. It's not Nirvana, dummy. Brian is wrong hashtag.
Oh,
So
dear.
yes, I know you don't need to make any more comments. I know Vikings went to Valhalla.
Well, people are going to make comments because they don't go through the comments first before they write their comment.
I know.
They don't care if 40 people before them wrote the same thing. They're going to write it anyway.
But
But
just
we
remember,
appreciate it.
I did it on purpose.
All right.
All right.
Because $20 is $20. All right, you guys. Like I said before in our last video, if you haven't seen it, I am confident now we are well over the 20,000 subscriber mark, which is awesome. So thank you guys for that. We appreciate
Yeah,
that.
but then he predicted the Rams were going to lose the Super Bowl, so
I didn't predict it. I said it'd be funny if they did because I knew you would throw a fit.
it would be funny.
But Tom Brady's back, so the king is back. But anyway, make sure you guys like, subscribe, ring that bell, and share our channel with everyone you know. And we are the people. That being said, continue being good to each other. Until next time, I'm Cedric.
I'm Brian.